Now, in at number 4, we have probably one of the most polarising films of the year, possibly of all time. You either love it or you hate it. I happen to love it. It's directed by Harmony Korine, stars Selena Gomez, Leslie Hudgens, Ashley Benson and Rachel Corrine, and it is Spring Breakers. Now, you say that to any usual person out there, they'll look at you with a face like thunder. People absolutely hated this film, but I really, really, really like this one. Basically stars those 4 girls as basically 4 girls who rob this restaurant in order to kind of travel to spring break, and they end up coming into contact with James Franco's character called he's got kind of a gangster rapper called Alien. He basically bails them out of jail, and he kind of takes them under his wing, and it's kind of hard to describe really, because it's very different to other films out there this year. It moves at a brisk pace, which I really liked. I remember the first time I saw this trailer, I was thinking, now this reminds me a lot of the films of Larry Clark, like Kids and Bully and things like that. And then I found out that it was directed by Harmony Korine, who actually wrote Kids, and is kind of, I guess you'd call him kind of the protege of Larry Clark. But really, it's just something about it which I really liked. Selena Gomez is definitely the best out of the 4 girls. It just gives a really kind of fractured performance. I mean, if people are going to hate the film, fair enough. It's one of those films that I'm not going to kind of chastise anyone for hating. A bit like Only God Forgives this year. It's like, because some films that I really, really like and people don't like, I think that, like, you're wrong, this is a great film. But films like Only God Forgives and Spring Breakers, I can completely forgive you if you say it's like one of the worst films ever made. And even I don't think it's like the best film kind of ever made, you know. Sometimes the different shooting style does kind of jar a little bit. Like a lot of people kind of comment on this, but kind of like someone will say a line and it'll be kind of repeated about 50 times. And there's also like where kind of lines overlap, is kind of edited that way. But I really, really liked it. Like I say, pretty good performance. James Franco obviously steals the show, as he always does in most kind of the drama films he does. But all in all, I'm going to keep saying I just really, really liked it. A lot of people didn't, but I really did. And so number 4 we have Spring Breakers. And in number 3 we have the funniest film of 2013, bar none. I don't care what anybody says. Everybody in the cinema was laughing their asses off, including myself. Saw it 2 times at the cinema, loved it both times. It's based on my favourite comedy character of all time, British comedy character. Steve Coogan plays him. It is Alan Partridge in Alpha Papa. Amazing film, absolutely hilarious. The funniest film of 2013, bar none. When I first gave my review, I didn't think it was amazing, but after seeing it a few times, I absolutely love this film. Like I say, I saw it twice in the cinema. I just think that for me, it works that little bit better when I watch it on my own. I just laugh a lot more, and also, because people are laughing so hard, sometimes you kind of miss some of the jokes in the film. Like when I watched it on Blu-ray for the first time, I kind of noticed at least 3 jokes that I didn't realise were in the film because people were laughing so hard when I saw it in the cinema. Just absolutely hilarious. Like a few people don't like Alan Partridge, which is fair enough, you know. But I've noticed that kind of people who give reviews in this film, even if they don't like Alan Partridge the character, they thought it was really, really funny. Now, I didn't actually know that a lot of people kind of find Alan Partridge funny, but like I say, it's my favourite comedy character of all time. No one's ever going to beat him. Oh man, I just can't gush about this film enough. It's just absolutely hilarious, and I loved it. I'm not going to go into the plot. I just know that it is absolutely ball-breakingly hilarious. But I absolutely love this film. Like I said, I could do a video about half an hour about how good it is, but I'm not going to. But just watch it. Fair enough, if you don't like it, you don't like it. But I thought it was absolutely hilarious. I feel like just watching it now. Absolutely love this film. So in at number 3 we had Alan Partridge, Alpha Papa. In number 2 we have the latest film from director Peter Jackson. It is the latest instalment in the 3-film saga of The Hobbit. It is The Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug. Now, I really liked An Unexpected Journey last year. Last year it was in number 3 in my top 12 films 2012. And this film it improves on that film tenfold. It's straight into the action. Great action. Martin Freeman's really good as Bilbo Baggins. He's not... The one thing I would criticise it for is he's not kind of classed as like a main character in this film. I mean, he comes into it later on, but some places in the film he's not kind of focused on. Maybe not enough, but not focused on more than other characters, which you would expect. It's kind of more focused on Thorin Oakenshield, played by Richard Armitage. Really, really good performance. I'm not going to go into the story. Basically, this film we are introduced to the dragon Smaug, voiced by Benedict Cumberbatch. Really good voice performance. Not sure how much kind of voice changing stuff they did, but really good performance. And I have to say, the CGI, the computer generated imagery on Smaug is the best I have ever seen. In my 20 odd years of going to the movies, I have never ever seen CGI as good as that. It is absolutely amazing. There's also a bit in the film, it's not really a spoiler, where Smaug gets covered in gold. I was like, oh. Basically my faces throughout this film were like, and like Smaug is like, I literally went like that. It was just so good. Like I say, great vocal performance. I saw it in 48 frames a second, like I did 3D, like I did last year. And again, really good. The 3D is really good, as well as the 48 frames as well. Like I said, it improves on the first film tenfold. I mean, quite a lot of people didn't like the first one because I thought it was like really slow and boring, but I really, really did. Like I said, it was number 3 last year. So, and the second instalment is number 2. So maybe next year that the third one will be number 1. You never know. And so yeah, number 2 we have The Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug. So before I get to number 1, I will recap from 20 to 2. I'm going to have to read this. 20 we had Upstream Colour. 19 we had The Moth Diaries. Number 18 we had Saving Mr. Banks. Number 17 we had Gravity. Number 16 we had Sound City. Number 15 we had Monsters University. 14 we had You're Next. 13 we had Nebraska. 12 we had This Is the End. 11 we had Frozen. 10 Stoker. Number 9 Enough Said. Number 8 Elysium. Number 7 Don John. Number 6 Prisoners. Number 5 Django Unchained. Number 4 Spring Breakers. Number 3 Alan Partridge Alpha Papa. And number 2 Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug. Now, in a number 1 in my top films of 2013 is a film that affected me like no other film did this year. It made me laugh, made me cry. It made me just feel lots of different emotions. At the end of the film, I was emotionally drained, but still wanting to know what happened afterwards. I could spend 5-10 hours watching these people's lives unfold. It is absolutely amazingly directed, brilliantly acted. It's just, like I say, it makes me feel different emotions every time I see it. I remember I saw this film 3 times at the cinema. I remember the second time I nearly cried near the end. It's just, it transcends. It's a piece of art. It's not just a film. I can't really describe it. It stars Ryan Gosling, Bradley Cooper, Eva Mendes, Ray Liotta, Dane DeHaan. It's just, oh man, I just can't praise this film enough. It's one of those films that if people say they don't like it, I kind of completely disagree with them. I just think that it's absolutely amazing film. It is, like I say, no other film came close to being number 1 for me. And I'll just tell you what it is. It's The Place Beyond the Pines. It's, like I say, it's not just a film. It's, I wouldn't say a way of life, but it just, I don't know, I can't really describe it. I absolutely love this film. It is now in my list of favourite films of all time. I know a lot of people didn't like it, but I absolutely loved it. Loved the music in it. Mike Patton, I really hope he does more films in the future. And also even the song at the end, "The Wolves" by Bon Iver, just really finished the film. Finished the film brilliantly. Everyone was just really good. It's not, like I say, it's not just a film. It is like you're watching these people's lives unfold. I won't give away any spoilers, but I'm not even going to explain the plot, because I just want to kind of focus on how good the film is. Now, Derek Cianfrance, the director of this film, who directed Blue Valentine, is probably one of the smartest directors out there. I listened to the audio commentary on the Blu-ray when it came out, and it's just the amount of the attention to detail that this guy has is nothing short of astounding. He has a lot of things to say. He's a very kind of philosophical person. He knows exactly what he wants. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he had every shot kind of worked out in his head beforehand. He's just an amazing director. Some people might be put off by it. He's kind of very intense director, and he did kind of sound not weird, but kind of a bit different. And I was just thinking that he is a bit weird, but if that weirdness produces films as good as this, carry on, because it's just an amazing film. I just honestly, I could like Alan Partridge, I could just kind of gush about this film for hours and hours. I just absolutely loved it. Like I say, brilliantly directed, brilliantly acted. The music was brilliant. The cinematography was brilliant. The emotion in the film really kind of was palpable. You could really feel it through these different characters. Like I say, it was literally like watching these people's lives. It wasn't just a film, you know. And it spans 2 generations. It's got Ryan Gosling and Bradley Cooper's character, and it jumps 15 years in the future. And like I say, it's just an amazing film that I think everybody should watch. I mean, if you don't like it, it's fair enough, I suppose. But I absolutely adore this film. Like I say, it's on my list of top films of all time now. It's just, like I say, it's not just a film; it's a piece of art, you know. And no other film kind of affected me that way this year. So that's why Place Beyond the Pines is number 1 of my favourite films of 2013. Now, I actually knew that would be number 1 kind of the minute I saw it. I kept saying to myself that there is no other film that will overtake this film, and none of them did. It's just an amazing film, and that's why it's my number 1. So yeah, that's my top 20 films of 2013. Now, hopefully next year I'll be able to condense it down a bit, because I know 20 films was a bit much. But I hope you enjoy my picks anyway. Obviously, no one's going to I'm pretty sure no one's going to agree on all my choices. People are going to say, "What the hell are you doing? Why have you got these films on your list?" But it's films that just kind of affected me, and I appreciate it in different ways. And so yeah, that's my number 20, and I won't keep it for too much longer, because I know this means it's going to be at least 2 parts, maybe even 3 or 4. But yeah, so that's about it. So that'll be the last video of the year for my channel. And this year's been an amazing year for films. I thought nothing could top last year, but I think this year has. It's just the amount of just amazing films that came out this year is just astounding. And like I said at the beginning, all these films I actually did see in the cinema. I just thought that if I picked films that I'd also kind of first seen on DVD or whatever, it would just be too hard to pick. So I just kind of stayed with films I saw at the cinema. And kind of 3 of those films on that list I saw more than once. And yeah, so like I say, I won't keep you for too much longer. And yeah, that'll do for this video. So until next time, please rate, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.